it going, everyone? It's Nathan from Nathan's MRE, and today we have a very special ration. Today is a Chinese PLA 911 ration, and this is menu B. So there's very little information on these rations. This is marketed as a military/survival ration, has a picture of a soldier on it. It may or may not be an actual legitimate military ration. There's really no way to know. Translator won't translate anything on it. The seller doesn't know too much about them. It does have a little bit of English on the front. It says Putong Dangbing Ship In, SHIPIN, and everything else is in Chinese. So from the seller details, this should have a spiced soy beef, pickles, and a chicken soup, a cereal bar. I'm not sure what else, but we're about to find out. Let's go and cut her open. Our trusty knife here. Let's cut it. You could easily rip it. I want to use it as a display. So let's just try to slice it from the back. It's enough where I could stuff it and put a piece of tape on it where it looks legit still. And when I ordered this from eBay, and I'll have the link in the description of the seller. I'm not affiliated with the seller. I did have to pay full price for this. They're about $18 with shipping. They got here in about a week and a half. They're supposed to send me a menu A and menu B. Of course, though, get it here and they're both menu B. This is kind of the way it goes. I was going to give this away, the other one away, in a giveaway, but I think I might give it to another ration reviewer. I'm not exactly sure yet. So Nathan's MRE don't get along too good with a lot of other reviewers. Some of them we do really good though. Some of them are really good people. So we're going to investigate that here probably the next day or two. And you might see this other ration pop up on somebody else's channel. We'll see. So we're going to go down through here and check everything out. We have our cereal bars. A double pack of those. I'm guessing that's what that is. And so nothing's marked. This feels like the pickled cucumber or the pickles, per se. I'm guessing it means 20 grams. It says a 20 on it. And this should be our dried soup. This should be our beef. And we have more of these bars. Now there's a little bit of difference here. Maybe, I mean, it's just where they are. These are kind of rounded on the front and flat on the back. And these are flat on both sides. So I'm not really sure if those are the same. There's absolutely not even one stitch of writing or print anywhere on this stuff. And then we have a little accessory pack which just has a little tiny baby fork and spoon and a little bit of napkin in it. And just in case you're curious, you probably already seen the title by now though. This is a 2015 ration. Looks like 9/23/2015. I'm guessing that's how you translate that. I really don't know, but let's go and get down to a tray and see what this is all about. Okay, so let's go and start off with this little tiny utensils here. It looks like something from like a baby's silverware drawer, maybe even smaller than that. Real tiny little utensils and a little tiny bit of napkin or TP. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's a tiny bit of a napkin. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go to one of the cereal bars. Let's go and crank this guy open. And these are double wrapped on the inside here. There we go. I'm not sure. I guess we're going to go and crank this thing open too and see if these are actually different or not. They may not be. I really don't know. They look exactly the same. Oh. I don't know. really hard to judge. There's not exactly a lot to go by. Anyway, moving on. We have our, what it feels like our spiced beef. So our spiced beef, we've had this before. It's just a little tiny container of, let's be honest, some form of meat. It says it's beef, but it really could be anything. It smells like beef stew. The package does. It doesn't smell bad. You can see a little bit of fat. It is a tiny amount of food though. Okay, our chicken soup, we're just gonna have to wing that one because we don't have any instructions to go by. And this should be our pickled cucumber, or pickles, you should say. That looks like pickled cabbage. And it smells like, definitely smells like pickled cabbage. Almost like a sauerkraut kind of smell. That should be very interesting. Okay, so we're moving on here to the soup. We got a little hot water going on. And just by judging by the ratio of how much is in here to how much water we need, we maybe be able to get pretty close. And this says chicken soup, but it also said that was pickles, and that's not pickles. So it's pretty much anybody's game at this point. The other option on this was like a seafood soup. It smells kind of odd. Not bad though. Has a bunch of different, I don't know. Let's dump her out and let's just take a look at her real quick. Look at that guy. Bunch of dust floating around. I don't know if that's some kind of bay leaf. There's just maybe some dried chicken stock. It smells kind of like mixed pickling spice a little bit. I got some hot water here. We're gonna go and dump that in. Maybe that'll be about close to the amount we need. I'm really not sure. We'll grab something to stir that up. Let it sit a couple minutes. Little spices soften up in there and see how it is. Alright, so we grabbed a spoon here. It's got a bunch of floaties in it. It's like just a lot of spices in it. Let's go ahead and look at that. It don't look bad. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't really smell like much of anything, to be honest with you. Very, very strange. Now, they could also make this really bland so everybody could drink it too. No matter what military it is, nobody ever wants to make anything spicy. I noticed that. I guess a lot of people just can't eat that kind of stuff. Maybe it hurts your stomach. I don't really know. But nothing you'll find be very spiced at all. Anyway, moving on. Pull this out of here. Let's go ahead and try the, what am I doing here? I forgot. We got the man-size utensils. This thing's so little, I don't even know if I could break it off with this. So there's a piece of the beef or meat, maybe, you know, I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys are speculating in the comments right now what it could be. It smells good, though. Well, whatever kind of meat it is, we're going to try it. Well, it's dry. Like a real dry, like no fat. Somebody's added some fat to it. I'm not really sure why that is. But here in the Midwest, you know, we eat a lot of deer and stuff. It tastes like deer, to be honest with you. It doesn't taste like beef. But look at that guy. It's really, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that's beef, to be honest with you. Tastes good, though. Okay. Moving on down the line. We have, like I said, what it says is pickles, but I don't think, my friends, that that's a pickle. And it smells just like sauerkraut. So I'm going to say some kind of cabbage, maybe kimchi. That guy. A little bit of red spices you can see on it too. Definitely cabbage. No doubt. Very salty too. More salt than pickled. A little bit different. But it's not, I mean, it doesn't taste bad at all. I've had some of these before that the side was pretty crazy. But this one's not. I mean, it's well within reason to be able to eat it. No problems at all. Go and slice this guy up, and I think they're the same. They look identical. One of these other Chinese meals I had 2 packs of these in it. And this should be very similar to a cornflake bar. It smells kind of sweet. It smells like cornflakes, basically. Let's go and take a bite and see. And you would think they'd be rock hard, but usually they're not. Almost like a cornflake cookie kind of thing. Really not bad. I don't mind those at all. Those are actually pretty decent. So just gave her soup another stir. Apparently everything was kind of dehydrated in it. I see a little piece of chicken now. Looks like chicken. Looks like chicken. This all kinds of spices. That might even be a little piece of beef or some kind of meat. Little bits of carrots. And all kinds of stuff. Let's go and take a smell real quick. But look at all the stuff in that. It does have a little bit of a meat smell to it. It kind of resembles this. It's actually not bad. It's really not. It does taste like chicken stock. It's almost, I mean, it could be chicken in there. Just a little bit discolored from being dehydrated, but it smells like beef and tastes like chicken. Nice and salty. It might be mixed a little bit strong, like it could need a little more water in it. But yeah, overall, it's really not bad at all. Alright. So that is gonna be it, guys. A very tiny, tiny, tiny meal. And that is all for the 2015 Chinese PLA 911 Menu B. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose what stripes and